Hello, today we are on our last lesson before your test on Wednesday, and then it is Christmas break, so stay with me for one last lesson. We'll have a review after this, and then your test will be Wednesday, and then you can enjoy your winter break with no school for many, many days. So let's get started. We have example 1. So we've been working with adding and subtracting decimals. Yesterday we worked on building decimals to subtract them with base 10 blocks. Today we are going to take that away and line up our decimals just like we did with addition. So let's look at our first example. The table shows the average length of the 3 longest bones in the human body. How much longer is the average femur than the average tibia? We have a chart over here. Let's look at it. It says longest bones in the human body. We have our bone here and our length in inches over here to our right. The femur or the upper leg is 19 and 8/10 inches long. The tibia is 16 and 9/10 inches long. We are going to estimate first to get an idea of what our answer will look like. 19 and 8/10 is closest to 20, and 16 and 9/10 when estimating is closest to 17. 20 minus 17 gives me 3. Now, so important. Look at this right here. Line up the decimal points. This is so important because if you do not do it correctly, if you do not do it correctly, you will get the wrong answer. So decimals are in a line. We are ready to subtract. We have 8 minus 9. Can we do that? Nope. My 8 becomes an 18. I need to borrow from my neighbor. 9 minus 1 is 8. Now I can subtract. 18 minus 9 is 9. 8. Bring down my decimal. See how they did that? Most important thing. 8 minus 6 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. So keep that in mind. Mrs. Bliley needs to clear this and delete some things. But your page, Mrs. Bliley has to turn the page, so just keep our answer in mind. Okay. So the average femur is 2 decimal 9/10 longer than the average tibia. Fun fact. Addition and subtraction are inverse operations. That means they are the opposites, so we can use them to undo each other. Whoops, make that more like a 9. Sorry about that. So we can actually use addition to check our subtraction problems. So 2 decimal 9/10 plus 16 and 9/10 is equal to 19 and 8/10. So it checks out. Nice work. Let's look at example 2. It says find 6 decimal 3/10 minus 4 and 78 hundredths. We're going to first estimate. 6 decimal 3/10 is closest to 6, and 4 decimal 78 hundredths is closest to 5. 6 minus 5 gives me 1. Now I'm going to line up my decimals. Always, always, always. 6 decimal 3/10 does not have another number, and we are subtracting by hundredths, so we put in that 0. Any places where we need a number to be filled in, we always add a 0, so we know what we are subtracting for. Can I take 0 away from 8? No. My 0 becomes a 10. I need to borrow from my neighbor. This becomes a 2. Wait a minute. Can 2 be subtracted by 7? No, so I need to borrow again. Add my 1 over here. 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, now we can subtract everything. Let's get started. 10 minus 8, 2. 12 minus 7, 5. Most important, bring down the decimal like they did so nicely right here. And lastly, I have 5 minus 4 is 1. So my answer is very similar, a few tenths off. So 1 is close to 1 and 52 hundredths. That is my answer. I can check my math or reasoning by adding them together to figure out if it is the right answer, and it does work out. Mrs. Bliley has a few more problems I'm going to do with you, and then I have some problems that you can work on your own for independent practice. Okay, so these ones are lined up for us, which is always so nice. First, we're going to estimate 5 decimal 5/10 is closest to 6, and 3 decimal 2/10 is closest to 3. This just gives us an idea of what our answer will be close to. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Let's start subtracting. 5 minus 2 is 3 again. And 5 minus 3 is 2. They brought down the decimal. Do not forget that. So my answer is 2 decimal 3/10. I can check my work again by using addition, and it does check out. 2 decimal 3/10. Okay, this next one, first we're going to estimate we have 72 decimal 4/10, which is closest to 70, and 12 decimal 5/10, which is closest to 10. This just gives us an estimation again of what our answer will be like. 70 minus 10 gives me 60. Now we can subtract. Can I take 4 away from 5? No, so I need to borrow. My 4 becomes a 14. I need to subtract from my ones column. This becomes a 1, but wait, can I take 1 away from 2? Nope. I need to borrow again. My 1 becomes an 11. I need to take away from my 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay, now we can subtract everything and find our answer. 14 minus 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. Bring down my decimal. Doop, 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 doop. 11 minus 2 is 9 again. And 6 minus 1 is 5. 59 and 9/10 is very, very close to 60. That is our answer. We can check using addition, and our answers do check out. Okay, if you have any questions, please come to our support time at 12:45 or leave a comment below if you have some sooner. I would like you to do problems 3 through 11 is your assignment today. 3 through 11, then I would also like you to complete the review for tomorrow's test. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you very soon.